no tuition fee at this particular university and no application fee for you to process your admission to this particular school. Okay, and one of the things that actually interests me about this particular school is not just because they don't have tuition fee or they don't have admission application fee, but the fact that they also accept lower grades. Okay, so when I was checking through the requirements information about most of the programs that are available on this particular university website, I found out that they accept lower grades. Okay, so if you are looking for no tuition fee, no admission application fee, schools that accept lower grades, then this is the video you have to watch right now. This is 245, right? Okay, so you want to make sure you are keeping track on yourself and you are also making progress. Okay, so the idea is to make sure that you are getting something that is very, very affordable and that is easy for you to actually get into. Okay, one of the other things I would like to say about this particular school is that they have like 289 programs that are available. Okay, but out of all these programs, not all of them are totally taught in English. Okay, so you want to make sure you check and filter out programs that are totally taught in English before you start your application. Okay, so I'll be guiding you through the admission application, all the requirements, walking you through all the process you need to follow to be able to successfully apply to this particular university today with no admission application fee. Okay, so if this interests you, I want you to make sure you stick around and watch this video to the very end. If at any point you find this useful, make sure to click on that like button. And if you are new to this channel, you want to make sure you are subscribed to this channel so that you don't miss out on anything. Okay, now let's go straight and go and look at all the process, all the requirements, all the list of programs that are available at this particular university this time. Okay, so you can see from here where it says the application form is free of charge, which means you are not required to pay any admission application fee to apply to this. If you also look at this section, it says means that it does not charge tuition. Okay, so if you are applying to this particular school that we are looking at today, you also do not require to pay any tuition fee to this particular university, and this is video 245, so which is different from the video 243 that I made for you. Okay, so this is a different university. All the programs are totally taught in English, like I've told you already. So what I want to walk you through now is the list of programs, the requirements, the deadline, because the deadline is very, very critical when it comes to admission application actually. Okay, and I don't want you to miss out on this deadline, because if you don't apply right now, you have to wait like maybe for a couple of months before the portal open again for another semester. When we come to the program page, as you can see from here, there are 245 available programs right here. You can see that the previous video there were 107 programs. What we want to do is we want to filter it down so that we look at how many programs are taught in English. And if you look at this section right here, you are going to see they have Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Law, Bachelor of Science, Teaching Bachelor, state examination, Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Science, Master Degree for continuing education. Okay, but we are not going to look at this first. We are going to look at the filter first. So if you click on this right now, so what you want to do is you want to click on this icon right here, and when you click on this particular icon right here, you are going to see that we have more options at this side. So if I scroll down right now, you see that we have restriction, we have start of study, language of instruction. So what we first want to look at is the language of instruction. So I'm going to click on language of instruction right here. Okay, so when I click on that language of instruction, you are going to see there are a couple of languages here. So then you just have to click on. So now you can see that we have 86 program. I did mistake. I was clicking on Master of Arts right here, so that is why we have just few programs. Okay, so now we have 86 programs that are available at this particular university, but not all of them are actually open as at this time. Okay, so one thing you want to do is you want to actually look at some of them, 86 of them. Just make sure you check through, and you can also see open admission. So not all of them are open for admission. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are looking for programs that are open admission, right? And you are also looking for programs that are totally taught in English. Don't go ahead and apply for programs that are taught in French, or French and English, or German and English. Okay, so some of them are, not all of them are open. Okay, so when everything is open, I will still give you updates so that you can find more program for those that will not find their program as at this time. So you just want to check through I think there are 3 pages right here, so you want to check for your program. So I will not waste much of your time. I will just go to the application process. We've seen that this school does not require you to pay any tuition fee and does not require you to pay any admission application fee. They have English taught program, they have English literature and culture. Of these are programs that are available at this time. Geography and environmental geology, but make sure you are applying for programs that are totally taught in English actually. Okay, so make sure you check through. So I will just go to the next thing to guide you through the application process. So if you are processing your application right now, you're going to see here that online application from early December, which is when I'm making this video for you right now, and until 15th of this period. So this is majorly for the summer semester. Okay, that is the application deadline. So you have to make sure you prepare everything you want to prepare and file your application, then submit it before this particular deadline. And I will advise that if you can submit it before the end of December, make sure you do that, because in some cases they might need to send you more information. Although I've previously helped a lot of people to apply to this school and nothing so much was requested. If you upload all the documents, all the information that is required from you, your high school, your previous education background, personal information, and all of those, once you provide every information in a detailed form, you don't have to actually file or submit any additional documents. Okay, so once you apply, you are going to get decision by beginning of February. Okay, announcement of the result in the application portal at the beginning of February. Okay, so please make sure you keep updating yourself about this deadline. Set your to-do list to go and apply to this particular school right now. Once you know that you are ready to start your application, there's also more information to read about the deadline, on the undergraduate deadline, the master deadline, all of those information, higher program related, all of those information. Okay, they are not uniform rule governing application deadline for postgraduate programs, so you can find the relevant deadline in the description of your choosing master program. So if you are applying for master program, most of them does not have a fixed deadline, but if you are applying for undergrads, so this is the deadline for undergrads, but the masters does not have a fixed application deadline. But you just want to make sure that you are applying as soon as you are coming across this particular video. Okay, applying to this particular school actually require 4 major steps. Okay, which is the first one that I have shown you, choosing your programs. Then after you choosing your program, you want to make sure you check the deadline. After checking your deadline, you want to go ahead and start your application. Then you start your enrollment. That is when you've actually migrate to your school. Okay, let's look at the application guide. Right, so what you want to do is to click on this blue link right here, and when you click on, it's going to bring you to this particular page where it says application guide. And on this application guide, you have to be very careful because you cannot see the list of program. So you want to make sure that you've actually chosen, or you've actually checked through the program that you wish to apply to. Let's say I want to apply to biochemistry. You have to type in this program, and when you type in this program, it's going to show you right here. Or let's say I want to apply to mathematics. So if you want to apply to mathematics, it's going to show you Bachelor of Science, Masters, Mathematics, Grammar or Comprehension schools, and you can also see single subject. You can also scroll to the end and say mathematics teaching bachelor, grammar comprehensive, and all of those. So let's say I want to pick for the masters, which is to make the work easy, because I do not actually click on that program to check. Let's pick this biochemistry. So when you click on that program, then you want to click on this next button. I know a lot of people will have jumped off to go and start their application at this particular school, but most time it doesn't worth it. You just watching the video to the middle and just jumping off without getting proper information. Okay, so for this particular program called the biochemistry, here are the following requirements: examination regulation, German version are legally binding, university degree, German or non-German in a relative discipline. So before you apply, you want to check that the program that you are applying to are written that this program will be taught in English. So let's go back to that program. So like this one now, you can see here it says this program will be taught in English, but it's a single subject program. And if you scroll down, you're going to see here it says this is a major program and it's taught in English and is open. Okay, so you have to be careful to read information about the program that you are applying to. So I'm just using any of this program just for a case study right here. So before you start your application, you want to make sure you check what you are applying to before you actually go ahead to start that. Okay, so with as very low as 2.5 grade, you can actually apply to this which is like a second class low actually. So you can actually apply to this particular program. Specific module application should have passed a minimum 3 module equivalent. So that's your previous education, immunology, development biology, chemical biology, genetics, biochemistry, all of those. Then when you think you are ready, you want to click on this particular link right here. So when I click on this link, it's going to take me to the appropriate page. So here is going to give you the information that we've actually looked at in the past, just to make sure that you are checking proper information before you make decision. Okay, so if you look at this section right here, it says if you have selected a program you want to apply for, please proceed to the application procedure. Okay, which is what we've actually seen. And when you are familiar with the application procedure, you can read and you are ready to start, you have to click on this particular button right here. Okay, so on the status page is where you are going to check your application status, and right here is where you have to click on start. Okay, so here you can see that the button is very little, right? So the start button is very little. You have to just look at it. I don't know if it's very clear. Just look at that, then click on start. So if I click on start right from this page, it will say please do not use the back button. I've gone through this process several times because I've helped some people apply to programs right here. So I've clicked master program, and because I'm coming from a master degree program page. Okay, so it said choose a graduate program. So right now I want to choose there are a couple of programs. I want to choose this mathematics, which is an MSc program. So I will click on next. So indicate your nationality. I'm going to click my country, Nigeria. Okay, so I'm going to click on Nigeria. Make sure you click your country as appropriate, then click on this next button right here. So I'll click on this again. Then in which country did you complete your school education? I will click on Nigeria again. Okay, so I'll just assume that you are following to replicate what I'm actually showing you here. So I'll click on that. Then please indicate your English language skill. So first 4 years of school English, those are for people who actually study in a country where English is the language of instruction. Okay, so but for people who are native speaker or people who are coming from a country where their program are taught in English also, you can actually see it from here. So I'm just going to click on this and say native speaker, because Nigeria is a native speaker of English. So I'll just click on that, then I will just go ahead and click on the next button. So I'll click on next again. Okay, so just to be sure that my informations are correct, so I'm applying for mathematics, which is the MSc program. My nationality is Nigeria. My programs or previous education background is from Nigeria, and I'm coming from a country where English is the native speaking language. So I'll click on next again. Okay, so when I click on this, you can actually see, so you have to be careful with your information. You can actually see here it says the application deadline for the course of study you are interested in is 15th of January. Okay, so 15th of January and this particular year. So you also want to do the same for your program of interest. That is why I'm guiding you, because a lot of people have been asking me or sending me email that I should always take it one after the other so that people don't get things mixed up. So that is why I'm doing this. If you need admission application support, you can actually reach out to me. If you want to speak with me, if you have any question regarding your migration journey, don't forget to also reach out to me for one-on-one section. Don't forget, on this channel I make video about study abroad, work abroad, migration tips that will help your migration journey. If you find this video useful, make sure to click on that like button, and also make sure you subscribe to this channel if you are new to this channel. And also don't forget to drop a comment. Let me know the country where you are watching from. Let me know your course of interest, if it's on this particular university website, and if it's not there, just let me know at the comment box. In case I come across any of them, then we can actually work things out. Don't forget, my online workshop migration event is also coming up in December. Okay, so I will also drop the link for those that want to join, so that you can meet with like-minded. Next is what you want to actually click to start your application to this particular program right now. So I will click on next. Don't forget, I've selected a master degree program and I've actually proceeded to the page where I can register. So after selecting all this information, is then that you can now begin your registration on this particular portal. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are not wasting your time. What this school is actually doing is that they are helping you to reduce your stress, because most time you've created your account, you've provided your first name, last name, email, password, all of those, and you discover that you cannot actually apply to that program that you are looking at. Okay, so but they now reduce the step to make sure that you are actually be able to apply to your program and seeing the deadline before you actually start the process at all. Okay, so you want to make sure you fill every information here appropriately. I think I've guided you to the step whereby you can actually take things up yourself. Okay, so if you find this useful, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TravelWithMavz. Don't forget to also follow me on Facebook, TravelWithMavz. If you want to join my Telegram channel, make sure to check the description of this video. Okay, so till then, I'm going to catch up with you in another one. Peace out, love you all.